What's going on, Assassins? We end our Taco Tuesday Trifecta with Assassin's Creed Origins. We have Sobek as our normal mode god, and we have Anubis as our hard mode god. How do we do it? How do we fight them? What is the strategy? I have all this for you and more. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So we start off with Sobek, and he is our normal mode god, which means that at level 40 you can start doing these god fights. If you're level 40, he is also level 40. If you're level 55 like I am, he is also level 55. So as we get started, as I always say, you want to make sure that you have arrows that kind of take life or have a bleeding effect on hit or a poisonous effect on hit, because what you want to do is get his health down as quickly as possible. The bow that I'm using is actually one of the items given by the gods, so I often use that. The same thing with my blade. My blade is actually a health on hit, so it steals health from these characters, making sure that I survive this whole endeavor. Now, when you get to about 75%, 50%, 25% of the god's health, they will stop, the bubble will disappear, and they will bring out a bunch of minions that will assault you. The minions that are assaulting you, ooh, I'm glowing. The minions that are assaulting you are fairly easy. They're not too hard. You take them out as quickly as possible, and they affect the god's health. You are able to sap extra strength because they are tethered to the god. Now, as we go around, you want to make sure that you're within the confines of the little arena here. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to go too close. Getting too close will harm you. Getting too far will desynchronize the fight, and you'll have to start over again. So definitely make sure that you're within the confines. As you're running around, you also want to make sure that you're grabbing all those little bags that you see, because it holds a bunch more arrows, which you're going to need to replace as you're fighting. And of course, Sobek, his different methodology is he's got these hazards. He's got that rock wall he throws at you. He has these boils that come out of the ground. He shoots a wall of arrows at you, so when the arrows come, you might want to block it. And just keep it moving until it's done. There it is. Very easy. Very, very easy. If there are any extra little bags, you might want to pick them up. I don't think you'll be able to refill all of your arrows, but you'll get enough for the next fight. So defeating him, 1,000 XP, I get 250 drachma and another 1,000 XP in place of an item. I've already got all the god items, so it just gives me that extra 1,000 XP, which is pretty welcome when you're playing this kind of game. So now we go over to Anubis. Anubis is the hard mode god, meaning that he is 3 levels higher than we are. So if you're level 40 and you take him on, he's level 43. If you're level 55 like I am, he is level 58. So we're going to do the same thing with him that we did with Sobek. You're going to keep running around in circles. You're going to keep hitting that ball on his chest. You're going to avoid his hazards. Anubis's hazards are he shoots out those 2 or 3 at a time jackals that come out that you're seeing there lit on fire. He also has a bunch of fireballs that he'll throw. And here we have the same thing going on that we had with Sobek, where we're about 25% of his health, and we've got his minions coming out. For this guy, 75%, 50%, he'll have these minions come out. At 25%, he'll have a bunch of jackals come out, or hyenas, and that's how you know that you're pretty much almost done with this fight. So Pain is getting that bubble on his chest. The other thing they want to look out for is his hazards. He has that bone cage. He's not that difficult. I tell you guys every week that the order that I place the gods in level of difficulty is Anubis, Sobek, and Sekhmet, in that order. That's from easiest to hardest. And even in this mode, he isn't that hard. Now here we go. We're taking out his minions. When we get to about 25%, again, he'll have jackals, and that's how you know you're almost done with the game or with the fight. And as you can see, I keep getting close to him himself, and it keeps kind of making the game fuzzy, which is kind of wild. The other thing that you want to look out for was that if you keep his minions between you and Anubis, his hazards will affect his minions. You just saw his 2 minions actually got killed by his own hazard, which is kind of wild. So now we're going to continue the fight. We're almost there. Here we go. Here's the hyenas. And I want you to take special notice. I tell you guys this every single week. Here I am defeating all these dogs. And you're going to see, out of nowhere, I kind of messed up. Let me know if you see where I messed up. Yeah, there it is. I missed one. I missed one of those guys. And as you can see, that bubble isn't popping on his chest. There is the guy I missed. Sometimes it takes me like a little while to figure that out. And if that ever happens to you where you don't see the bubble popping, it's not an error in the game. It's actually this guy having one of his minions wandering still. So you definitely want to go and make sure you got them all. So from here, it's really not that hard. Ooh, that guy took that beating right there. He took that arrow, which was messed up. So I couldn't hit him in his chest there. So here we go, almost there, we're there. And we got him. And again, like I said before, I'm going to get 1,000 XP. I'm going to get 250 drachma. They really should boost those numbers, honestly. And then because I've already gotten all his gear, it gives me another 1,000 XP. So again, pretty welcome. Extra ability points for me. But now that that's done, we got both gods. We're going to go and we're going to visit Reda 1,000+ years before the events of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So here we are. In every major town, you'll find Reda and his Nomad's Bazaar. And he'll sell you a couple of things, these carbon crystals, which I always advise not to buy because you can find them easily. And this Heka chest, which is basically gambling. As long as you have 3,000 drachma, you're able to make this purchase and possibly get a legendary or epic item. You can also sell off your items that you have, any duplicates. This doesn't work like Odyssey where you can only get one of each. You could get multiples of each of these things. And then you talk to Reda, he'll give you the daily. Usually it changes around 8 p.m. Eastern. So here we are. We have to collect the merchandise, get it back. And then once we get it back, we'll bring it over to Reda himself. Antique trafficking. Now it looks like there's going to be a little distance, so I'm going to get over there and then I'll take them out. And we'll see what happens once I get over there. But here it is. I'm very close to where I'm supposed to be. It says object in proximity, obviously. So we want to send Sanu out so that she could go and see where these guys are at. And basically, you're going to go over there. We're going to take out the caravan and recover the ancient artifact. All we really need to do is just take out the one guy. And then we could like run with it. I'm going to run with this lion, see if I can't bring this lion to these guys. That would be funny if like the lion just started snacking on these people. But here we go. And there's the guy right there. That's all we really need is just him. And he's down. There we go. We got the item, obviously, that ancient artifact. And we'll take out the rest of these guys because these guys, when you see these caravans, the guys with the big shield, that one right there, usually have a lot of drachma on them. There you go, 500. Look at that. And then we'll take these other guys out for their drachma and lootables. And then after that, we'll just go right back to Reda, return this item to him, and see what we end up with. And here we are. We'll interact. 1,500 XP. And an epic item. I don't need this, so I'll sell it off. Anyway, that's all there is to this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you all in the next one.